Does it look like me? It's my mug on a mug. Last week, I went on the most memorable trip of my life. Native Instruments invited me and 14 other creators to Berlin for Creator Base 19. We toured Berlin, made music together, and chatted with the Native Instruments staff. It was a dream come true. I wanted to bring back something to you guys, so I asked a bunch of the creators to share their advice to you. But first, let's head to Berlin. I arrived at the airport and the first person I met was, I'm a music mogul. I was a little starstruck for the first few seconds. Native Instruments put us up at Huttenpalast. What's up, guys? Welcome to our hotel. This is where we're staying in Berlin. You gotta check it out. The coolest hotel I've ever stayed in. Yes, it is. It's a hotel in which each of the rooms are actually mini caravans. It was so cool. We've got a couple sleeping zones and halls and awesome spaces like this garden area where we're just lounging, having lunch and breakfast. We've even got creators creating. And through here, where I've been sleeping. And in the middle of the living space, Native Instruments hooked us up with our own machines and M32 keyboards. And each of our setups was connected to a central mixer, speakers, and a huge sub by Neumann. It sounded amazing. For new producers, beat makers, or even YouTubers out there, what's one piece of advice you could give?
Learn how to play the piano in a very simple form. Learn how to play scales so that when you're trying to find melodies, top line, if you use samples or beat packs or sample packs, no matter what you use, you're able to create some top lines.
Don't be afraid of experimenting, creating your own sounds, just doing things that make people react. And if it's good, in time people will realize that. So yeah, don't copy too much.
The first day, they packed all of us creators in a van to tour Berlin.
And I'm your tour guide. I'm from London, but I've been living here since 2004.
We saw the Brandenburg Gate, the Holocaust Memorial, remnants of the Berlin Wall, and so much more.
One piece of advice that I would give people that are just starting music production are to just start. I feel like so many times we kind of get overloaded with what gear do we need to have? Can we even do it with the stuff that we already have? And the answer is yes. There's YouTube, there's so many resources available, and the point is to just start creating.
The day ended with a visit to the Native Instruments headquarters. The red brick building was huge, overlooking the river. The common space was brightly lit with modern furniture, a stocked up kitchen. Dude, that's my picture on the poster.
Really understand the music that you want to make and just try and listen to so many different styles, because the more you listen to music, the more your vocabulary builds, and that's how you're going to build your own sound.
Make sure you have fun with what you're doing. Don't worry about what people say, like your haters and all that stuff, man. Just do what you do, have fun, and make sure you enjoy it, and that's my number one piece of advice.
Johan and the Maschine design team talked about their process designing Maschine, the many prototypes and some secret ideas of things to come. I wish I could share, but my lips are sealed. Stay tuned to my channel. What really stood out is how connected the designers were to their product. This was their baby. The guy got emotional when he talked about how he felt when he sees us on YouTube using Maschine. That's the type of job I want, where I can put all my emotions into something.
There's not always one way to do things. There's always more ways than one. And if someone tells you that you're doing stuff the wrong way, you might actually be doing it just the right way for yourself. And I think that's more important than caring about other people and how things are made conventionally, you know?
There's no right or wrong way to make music. It's all about you and what you're feeling. So whatever sounds good to you, just go with it and just keep growing in that and have fun. Like, if you're not having fun, there's no point.
The next day, Native Instruments had something really cool planned for us. We visited an abandoned spy station. Learning about the spy station was cool, but the graffiti and artwork on the walls, I mean everywhere, that was the most stunning part. We chilled at the spy station where Native Instruments set up some speakers, Datsunn, Sarah, and a couple others played some beats. You know, I have to talk about the creators themselves. These people brought their A game. They were filming video for their channels, creating new beats. These are disciplined people with a drive that was inspiring. There's a lesson here, something I learned myself. If you want something, you've got to put the work into it. Nothing can distract you. Talent only gets you so far. Hard work is the key. And these creators knew it. They lived it.
Persistence. Yep. Like persistence, the troubleshooting, it's so necessary, and it's what's going to help like create that foundation to move forward, you know?
When you start making money with music, take some of that money and then use that to invest in your craft, whether that's through learning, doing courses, or through then getting your gear.
So what about music? Well, we jammed until late in the night. I was on the keyboard, I'm a Music Mogul was on Maschine, Shakazula was playing some vintage chops, accurate beats on the turntables, landmark bow beats. It was the highlight of the trip for me. Getting to play with musicians of this caliber, I rarely get the chance. Jamming with the others was magical. And you could see it on everyone's face that they were in their element. The next day was the Native Instruments party, celebrating 10 years of Maschine. Datsunn and Sarah performed along with Boris from Native Instruments. He's the Maschine master. The performances were insane. Datsunn is a born performer, and it was amazing to watch him. And Sarah brought her unique vibe as well. They also had a synth room set up where staff and creators could play around with some machines and synths and a lot of other cool things.
Hey guys, if you're passionate about making music, just start and you'll somehow find a way to make it work. And don't be afraid to try new things, because that's usually where the good things happen.
Really, all it is at the end of the day, no matter what you do, is consistency and just stay hungry. Never think that you know everything. You can always learn something from everybody. And as you meet people, you'll take bits and pieces of information, take that in, flip it to your own, and just stay consistent.
Native Instruments made this event really special. They were not selling us on something. It felt more like a thank you and a way for them and a few creators to connect in person. Thanks to Mick, Steffi, and all the Native Instruments staff who made it possible. I made lifelong friends, learned so much from them, and took back some valuable lessons for the rest of my music making and YouTubing journey. I hope you got a little something from the creators' advice as well. Leaving Berlin was sad, and I came back to a quiet house and felt a bit alone. No one to jam with anymore. But I know I have you guys, and you have me. Find your drive, your discipline, and come here anytime for a little inspiration. who knows where it can take you. Oh, and, well, you know. I'll see you guys later.